over bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria Watch, the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria Watch, yo. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad for the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch be here. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch, yo. The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless, yo. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch, the voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless.
Umuwame.
Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Voice for the voiceless.
Nigeria Watch, yo. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria Watch, yo.
In this world we're living in this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody today in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, as we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, oh. Make we do good to our neighborhood. Before we reach our station, before we reach our station, everyone get paid, brother.
Everyone get paid. We're gonna go to work.
Everyone get paid. Everyone get paid. We're gonna go to work. Everyone get paid. We're gonna go to work. Everyone get paid. Everyone get paid. We're gonna go to work. Over the work. Uwanye biarije, anye chamba potaro eno. Madudile pa potaro liye. Anye chamba potaro liye. Kanye akpa potori, anye chamba chonya. Emana konya di wanegi, emene kama. Emana de mute wanegi, emene kama. Anye chapa potarorio, madu ile pa potarorio. Anye chapa potarorio, kanye akpa potori, Kanya Paputuri, and I did Chapuchayon. Yeah, you might go down to one day, the Melekala. You might go down to one day, the Melekala. One. De puto suara do bodo. Emang de puto ati gilochu. Wanye biarije, ani chapa puta buriu. Wanye bile pa puta buriu. Kanya Paputuri, Andi Chabu. Mrangonya ni wani, yebele kalao. Mrangonya ni wani, yebele kalao. Emele kalao, mrangonya ni wani. Emele kalao. Emele buta digilotu. Emele kalao.
So, another day of political turmoil in the main opposition PDP camp, another catalogue of defection carnage as the ruling APC continues to claim opposition politicians, and many Nigerians watch in dismay. Beyond the defections, internecine conflict remains rife as the PDP in the southeast threatens a mass walkout, and the mood gets more sour by the day. Over in the PDP-controlled Rivers State, which is under an APC government-imposed state of emergency, the PDP governor, Sim Fubara, says he's had it with governance and his spirit has long since left Government House. This as his fellow PDP governors continue to try to get the Supreme Court to rule on the constitutionality of Mr. Fubara's suspension. Meanwhile, Mr. Fubara's supporters, clearly frustrated with what they say is his weakness, have thrown the gauntlet down and are calling on him to resign or fight back. So are things edging ominously towards what could be an explosive conclusion in both the PDP and in Rivers State, or perhaps not at all? Well, for her take on all of this, I'm joined now in the studio by the international multimedia journalist and former BBC correspondent, Donu Kubara, who currently has a column in Vanguard newspaper, is the star of a YouTube channel called Donu's World, co-presents a podcast called Africa Here and Now, and writes for the Europe-based magazine Africa Report. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me, Charles.
Let's start with your home state, Rivers State, and the recent speech made by Governor Sim Fubara, in which he said he'd essentially had enough of governance and that his spirit had left Government House. I mean, seen from the context of people like yourself who defended him and his mandate following his suspension, what's your reaction to what he had to say?
Well, when he made that speech on Sunday at a kind of tribute event for our wonderful late patriarch, Chief Edwin Clark, who, by the way, would have been horrified by his statement. I think I can say that because I knew Clark pretty well. Many of us felt betrayed. I honestly felt as if someone had given me a kick in the stomach. I said so. At the time, several people contacted me and said, what did he say? Did he really say that? So Fubara has to make his mind up. Since this problem started on March the 18th, he has maintained this sort of like dogged silence, apart from once telling us on Easter Sunday to ally with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, which is not what you expect to hear from a PDP governor.
Indeed.
Who is being attacked by President Tinubu. Because let's not make any mistake about it. He's been pretty well sacked. His posters have been ripped off billboards, and our resources have been hijacked. So, okay, so he made one statement on Easter Sunday, which made a lot of us very angry. And then he made another statement last Sunday, which made a lot of us feel very betrayed. I have subsequently spoken to, I've only met Sim Fubara once. And, he seemed like a perfectly pleasant man. But I know people who know him very well. And a lot of them have been pleading on his behalf, because I've been going ballistic all week, because I set up this organization called Rescue Rivers. So we have our WhatsApp group, and then, we also have other groups around Niger Delta people, Rivers people, and even some Yoruba people from Tinubu's political heartland are very opposed to the state of emergency and, all the nonsense that's going on in Rivers State. So, we've all been exchanging opinions, and Fubara's fans, I call them, are saying, please forgive him. He didn't mean it like that.
Well, I was going to ask you that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but is there perhaps a subtext to that statement he made, another way of reading and interpreting it that might suggest that he actually meant to say or to communicate some other meaning, perhaps?
I don't think there's any room for ambiguity in these sorts of situations. If everybody reads what you say in one way, then that's the only way it can really be seriously read by normal people. If there's some hidden message or, complex subterranean agenda, hey, I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell, okay? So they're saying he doesn't mean it. He didn't mean it like that. He didn't mean to make us.
Well, he seemed pretty forthright, though.
He said he didn't ask anybody to help him or defend him. I mean, I don't see how else that can be interpreted. And some of his fans have also said that, we need to be patient. He's a very quiet, serious-minded, deep-thinking guy. He's not like firebrands like me, who go around talking anyhow and expressing our opinions. But I just say, well, you're either a leader or you're not. If you want to be a nice, quiet, private citizen who keeps his thoughts to himself, and if you can't articulate yourself well in public, then you have no business being the leader of any significant organization. Never mind the government of the biggest, the capital of the Niger Delta.
That's an important point, and I understand a lot of his supporters, including yourself, have now sort of thrown down the gauntlet and are calling on him to fight back convincingly and without equivocation, or resign and be done with it. And you're one of those.
Oh, definitely. Look, I never wanted Fubara to be governor in the first place. But, he was inflicted on us by Wike, his predecessor, with whom he has now quarreled. And, some of us were gracious enough to say, okay, so he's the governor now. And when he was disgraced, we said to Wike and Tinubu, I've signed an open letter to the president saying, you don't treat us and him like that, So...
Well, he's clearly not listening, is he?
Well, I don't think Tinubu really cares what anyone thinks. His main focus is 2027, from what I can gather. We'll talk about that later, because it's really, really disturbing that someone who's halfway through his term is more fixated on what's happening in a couple of years' time than in what's going on around him
Although
now.
we haven't seen that from him, though. We've seen that from a lot of people who purport to support him, but we haven't seen him coming out overtly about 2027, have we?
Well, we're all heads of one household or organization or department or the other. The people who work here in Arise News are not going to run out and start saying things that you and Untuka, your owner, don't agree with in public. The people in my little office, they reflect, at least publicly, the position that I take. So I still think that the people who are talking about 2027 obsessively are speaking for the president. And anyway, going back to Fubara, I would say, look, Oga, Your Excellency, step up or step down. You have a very, very competent deputy. I know her, Ngozi Odu. If you don't want this job, give it to Ngozi. If Ngozi doesn't want the job because she's your partner and you both decide you've had enough, then there has to be some kind of constitutional compromise that will enable someone else to move in there, right? And preferably not another one of Wike's nominees, because we've had enough of him and his wahala. So step up or step down. And you can say that you're tired. You're a human being. If you want to give up, you're welcome to say you're fed up. But it's very dubious to say that you want to give up when you're supposed to be the leader of men.
Well, what about Nyesom Wike and how you see him now in all of this? Has he succeeded, as one person put it, in firmly placing his boot on Sim Fubara's neck and forced him into submission?
Look, as you know, I know Wike. If I was Sim, I'd have gone along for the ride and done whatever Wike wanted, unless I was ready for a very tough battle. There's an old video of Fayose, I think he used to be governor of Ekiti State, advising Sim when he was the crown prince-elect not to upset Wike. Because anybody who knows Wike knows that he's a rougher man. You know, I once told him to his face, you're a bit of a principality, you know? So don't go and annoy him and fight him unless you're ready for it. So Fubara has, you know, he's pulled the tiger's tail. He can't cope. Wike has won, quite frankly. He has won. And we're not happy about it because, many of us are not happy about it because we think that Wike should go and face his job as FCT minister, seems to be doing quite well here in Abuja, and he should leave Rivers State alone and move on. When he was governor under Amici, his predecessor was harassing him, trying to use federal might against him. He didn't like it. And people like me supported him. At least I'm consistent. I was much closer to Amici before than I was to Wike. I told Amici, just leave this boy alone. You know, he's the governor now, let him be. Whether you like him, you don't like him, nobody cares. Stop creating drama, stop creating tension and crisis. Because Rivers State is the loser at the end of the day. Because what you really want in any state, since every state has a governor and a minister, the ideal scenario is for the governor and minister to work together to better the state, even if they don't belong to the same party. The selfish lack of patriotism that you see in Rivers State governors just is sickening, you know? Each one wants to destroy his predecessor instead of thinking of ways to work with his predecessor. And I have to say, it seems to be a particularly unique Rivers State problem. Because in other states, okay, like take Akwa Ibom, for example. Akpabio has had his issues with various people who followed him. I have never seen Akpabio going out of his way to generate so much crisis in Uyo and the environs that Akwa Ibom grinds to a halt and a state of emergency becomes necessary. You know, are you the only person who is having problems with his godson? Nobody cares. So honestly, Wike should. He has made himself extremely unpopular. He's lost a couple of mates, like, you know, friends like me. When I say mates, I mean it in the English sense. And I wouldn't suggest that, you know, I'm on the same level as a Nigerian governor who's like a prince, you know, a king, an emperor. So I'm just saying that Fubara has lost. But you know what? They do say that you can lose a battle and come back to fight another day. You know, if Fubara plays his cards right and his body language changes and his utterances change, he can actually beat Wike, you know.
Well, I mean, there's still a shot, isn't there?
Yeah.
Because you've got the challenge from the PDP governors who mounted a challenge in the Supreme Court against his suspension. If that turns out to be in his favor, it could give him the kind of, you know, the strength and the impetus to kind of return a bit stronger, couldn't it?
And he doesn't just have the possibility of legal remedies. He also has the possibility of mass rebellion. Now, when you say mass rebellion in a fake democracy like Nigeria, they will try and arrest you because they will say that you're inciting people to throw bombs and commit terrorist acts. No. There's all kinds of rebellion. There's passive rebellion. There's people going on strike. I believe, having done some research, that Same is much more popular than Wike. So if he mobilizes the Rivers people to stand behind him and say, no.
Yeah, but he said he doesn't want anybody supporting
well,
him.
then, if he doesn't want it, he should bugger off.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's move on to another topic. Since we mentioned sort of we're into the subject of the PDP now, let's talk about the welter of defections and how you see all that.
Funnily enough, the PDP problem is also triggered by the very same principality who is causing the problem in Rivers State. One, Barrister Nyesom Wike. He is a very, very critical part of this problem that PDP is having. Atiku is partly to blame for it, because you might recall that Atiku refused to replace the Northern Party chairman with a Southerner when Wike and Co requested it, and then he walked off with 5 governors. But you see, the thing is that PDP has only itself to blame for this crisis, because once Wike turned on PDP and helped Tinubu win the election, and I use the word win with some skepticism, but once they at least were declared winner with Wike's, APC was declared winner with Wike's help, I mean, PDP should have thrown him out. They should have thrown him out and said, A2 Wike, you have betrayed us, you have disgraced us, goodbye. But instead, they've allowed him to stay as a member. He's still a member of PDP.
Well, he attended their big governors' meeting just recently.
So they shouldn't come and be crying, weeping and wailing.
But beyond all the sort of allegations, and perhaps justifiably so, against Nyesom Wike, I mean, is there an element of principle in what he says? Because if you listen to his last media chat, I mean, he was talking about the principle of rotation, that this thing should have gone to the south. And he's saying to them again now, don't zone it to the north, zone it to the south, because this technically is still the period of the south. I mean, is there an element of principle there?
I've said on this program a number of times that Wike is not always wrong. And he was definitely right about the zoning issue in PDP that drove him out. I mean, that might have just been an excuse, because he was generally pissed off that he hadn't been selected as the candidate. But, they played into his hands, and he left. And he was right about zoning then. He's right about some other things. It's just that when you misbehave a lot of the time, people forget about your good qualities. Wike has some good qualities, and Wike is not always wrong. And by the way, let me say this. A lot of people are going to be very upset with me for saying this. Wike is right. Fubara is an ingrate.
So how do you think how do you predict things will end in Rivers State?
I want Fubara to remember that it's not about him. You've accepted this job, and if you're going to stay in it, you don't dangle in some kind of limbo. Nobody knows where you stand. And you're holding on to something you say you don't want, that other people who want it, and I can assure you, will do a better job than you. So either you galvanize yourself and galvanize your political base, and you can face Tinubu and Wike down. They're not gods. They lose. They have lost in certain parts of the country. They don't win all the time. There are people who are ready to say no to them, like me, right? Look, to be honest with you, if I wanted to be in APC or in Tinubu's camp or Wike's camp, I could be. There are many people like me who don't want to be. Maybe in some cases it's personal, in other cases it's to do with principles. But the long and short of it is that I think that Sim Fubara should stop being so ungrateful towards the people who have tried to defend him. At least, even if he wants to go, let him say thank you to us first and then go. Or say thank you and stay. And I think he should fight Wike.
Right.
Because, it's not good for somebody to constantly win. It's not good for somebody to win every single battle.
Right. Well, we've got less than a minute. I mean, when you observe sort of what's happening in the PDP, Nigerian politics. You see a lot of shifty, disreputable people. I mean, that goes without saying. Where do you think that things will go with this kind of wave of defections?
Well,
Is it pretty much over for the PDP, or can they
it doesn't
bounce
have to
back?
be,
Right.
but Nigerian men are displaying such weakness of character. It probably will end in tears for the PDP. Just like, you see, there is no situation in Nigeria now that cannot be resolved with a little bit of masculinity, and not toxic masculinity, positive masculinity. If those PDP men stand up and say no, if Fubara stands up and say no, things can change.
Right, okay. On that note, I want to thank you very much indeed. It's always brilliant getting the chance to talk with you. Donu Kabara is the former BBC correspondent, currently a columnist with Vanguard newspaper, the star of a YouTube channel called Donu's World, co-presents a podcast called Africa Here and Now, and writes for the Europe-based magazine Africa Report. Good to see you again. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Happy weekend to you all. Today is Friday, 16th May, 2025. I appreciate every one of you. I really do apologize for coming out late. Trust me, I've been on traffic since, and I was so agitated. I was so mad. I was so only me the cause they swear for a cycle. God. This Lagos is stressful. This Lagos is stressful. Are we going to blame Tinubu for this one as well? It could be like saying that everything because they blame this our papa for now. The father of the whole nation. Like everything they blame her for. God, see traffic. Anyway, I'm back here because of the consistency. To be honest, sometimes we just look at it that can't I just skip today? But if you look left, say, anyway, let me just go do a few minutes, at least by God's grace, to keep the consistency going. I appreciate you all, my people. Thanks for your continuous encouragement, and God bless you. Now, mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always for all you do for us here. Abu Azi, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thanks for your selfless service. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Prince Aka, thank you very much. Ifeanyi, Anako, I can see you. Tombra TV in the building today. Thank you. Sunday Eja, thank you. Ade Adobo with us as well. Our Dream Nation, thank you very much. Alabo, Mike Akimbari, my brother. Debzi, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Then we have Lucy Eno with us as well. Then we have if I will not, plenty we don't comment today. Timi Dibe, Kiss Nigeria, Kivatos Akabele. God bless you all, my people. Clifford Ezebo, thank you very much. Amaka E, where have you been? Amaka E, it's been a while. Good to hear from you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bex Max. It's good to hear from you as always. You know, your consistency currently is unmatched. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone right there, my people. Just Blue Chair in the building. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm just going to verbally appreciate everybody this evening. Trust me. Thank you very much, Uye Desmond. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good evening to you. Then Timmy Dibe, once again, God bless you. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you right there. Madam Peggy Mode, good evening to you, ma. Thank you very much. I appreciate you as well. And I have who's right there quickly. Black Panther, my brother. Can see you right there. Good evening to you. Noble man. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all right there. And Wabo Felix in the building. Thank you very much. In case I don't mention your name, it's not intentional. Just know how it is. You know. Thank you very much. Yes, so Madam Eugenia. Hey, see our mama who don't miss tire. In fact, I will reach out to her personally. Lady Eugenia, I'm reaching out to her personally. You see, thank you very much, Abu Azi, for mentioning that name. You know, some people they don't say maybe na me know your one ask call them. They don't know say what's in my head they carry for this broadcast every day. Not too easy. I don't remember. You know, not say I forget you, but do you know how many people following me? If I have to remember everybody, it's not easy. But I know my special ones. If you tally them on the documents, you say make I choose from 1 to 100 for this nation people for here. I know my people. I go select them. I know them. You know, I'll reach out to her right away on this broadcast. Immediately I'm free, I'll do that to check on her. It's been a while. Julius Anthony Agbongile, thank you very much. Good evening to you, and thanks already for the super chat today. God bless you. I really do appreciate you. Arize Chukuma, thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Fredo in the building. Thank you very much, my people. God bless you all. You all can see, before I will move on, you know, I will play one more video from our brother Alabo. But before that, this particular news, that breaking news, what I see for screen. So, you know, the way I say I be wanting to hammer this news. Waiting can happen, being on traffic since and all that, you know. When I remember this man where allegedly the Tinubu song beat where. Later we come here say the same man say DSS don't arrest her for their hospital or whatever. Later we don't see here say the same man don't confess, say na lie, he lie against Tinubu son. Say nothing like that happen, no, and a lie, and fake information they give. And we read everything for you, but I don't forget. Can somebody tell me I remember? Can somebody comment on the comment section? I remember, or I don't remember. May not be like say the first word for my mouth. But may not be like say all they talk, they go like that, and nobody remember what they talk again. If I don't see somebody will remember, I know will continue. I'll just jump this case. That's it. Because you see, this man don't come out now for inside where they lock and put allegedly. Hey God, this allegedly you call it sweet too. They don't tell Nigeria to say if you want to go drink water now, say allegedly. If you want to go eat pounded yam and the better go see soup, you say allegedly. I want to go to the kitchen and eat pounded yam. Which kind of country come with this now? They don't turn this country to something less. Allegedly. Allegedly, Peggy Modi is with us today. Allegedly, Ifeanyi Anako is with us today. Allegedly, Black Panther is here today. And allegedly, Uji Despot is here today. They say that's so good to talk about now. So let's be allegedly and allegidize everything. This same man don't come and say, now lie. They press my neck. Let me talk all those things. As we they talk, so I sue them. Seyi Tinubu, he said he don't sue Seyi Tinubu. He sue DSS, NTA, all the bosses where they NTA, both the big or the smallest, the cleaner where they NTA. He sue all of them for abduction, for torture, for forcefully manipulation, for everything, for 38.3 billion naira in damages. Oh, we allegidize everything when they read this news the other day. Today, like I say, the same man way cry say they even take my naked picture. My naked picture, they Seyi Tinubu phone. I don't know what you want to use and do, blah, blah, blah. The same man can say, na lie, everything where you talk, everything. I say, normally, our elite, whether an elite I will call you now, whether na satanic I will call you now. I don't know what I want to call you again. I don't to call you satanic. I'm looking for another word now that surpasses the word satanic. For you to carry camera, the tell person they talk things other do rest. You don't know, say that particular person go get freedom again and he go talk the truth. So now everybody all they fear death like that. You know how many people they buy every day for this Nigeria? The man, I mean, not coming and saying, I mean, they talk everything. I go carry the article, come. Now, only this one, me all read today. I close the show. I go and relax. See, I mean, the way my body, they ache me. It's been a long day for me. It's not easy. It's not easy. Like they talk and they say, anyway, I'll leave it like that. Sarah Reporter, now I report this one. Breaking news. Detained NANS President Atiku Isah sues Seyi Tinubu DSS NTA bosses over alleged abduction, torture, 638.3 billion naira in damages. NANS presidents request the court to issue an order enforcing his rights, citing alleged violations by the named respondents. Comrade Atiku Isah, president of the National Association of Nigeria Students, NANS, has filed a suit at the Federal High Court in Abuja to enforce his fundamental human rights. The case filed on May 14, 2025, and marked suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/966/2025, lists the director of the Directorate of the State Security DSS, the director of the Nigerian Television Authority NTA, and Mr. Seyi Tinubu as the first and third respondent, respectively. According to court document, the application filed by his legal counsel, Ugwoze I. Idubo, and Aro O. Ifebo of Ajuwa and Co., was brought pursuant to the provisions of the Fundamental Rights Enforcement Procedure Rule 2009, Chapter 15 of the 1999 Constitution as amended in 2011, and the African Charter of Human Rights People Right Ratification and Enforcement Act 2004. The NANS president requests the court to issue an order enforcing his rights, citing alleged violations by the names responded. He alleged that his continued detention, media defamation, and alleged abuse by state actors were orchestrated to silence his voice and activism. In the suit, Comrade Isah is demanding a total of 32,870 million naira as general damages for the alleged violation of his constitutional rights. Among the relief sought, the applicant is asking the court to declare that, unquote, the respondent's blatant kidnapping, adoption, and unlawful detention of the applicant over the 15 days and continuous detention without charging him to any court of competent jurisdiction amount to total breach of the applicant's fundamental human right to freedom of movement provided for in Chapter 15 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended in 2011. He also seeking a declaration that his alleged brutal beating and stabbing with a knife leading to severe blood loss, physical pain, and trauma amount to inhuman and degrading treatment in the violation of Section 34 of the 1999 Constitution and Article 5 and 16 of the African Chapter on Human Rights and People's Rights. Hey, love is smart, but this case so it long, so I'll leave it right there. But the bigger one, like this, they don't file up. December, December when come back, say, I not talk the life of my head. Seyi Tinubu is the best man ever. I hope he becomes the next governor of Lagos State. I say, there's something fishy here. Anyway, I go say, okay, as we see him, as all the reporter, make I just Kokuma reporter for them like that. But my body tell me, say, something is not right. Something is not right. Okay, now, my question is that, what are they going to do to him now for the third time? For this one, when you do so. Maybe they'll go tie him this time like goats. Tie and put her for boots, Congo, carry and go Yugoslavia, go lock her for that side, be waiting. We should stop all these dictatorial satanic practices in our country. Allow people to be able to express themselves, have freedom of expression, and talk how they want to talk. Let people, God, which can contribute this? Anyway, my people, and so we see that particular one as we see them, and so with the reporter, as I talked about before. But meanwhile, I have a video here that I would like to quickly play for you guys. VDM come up for here all the way. Although this video I go do them again, make I post them on air, but make I first showcase them. VDM come up for all the way from Nigeria, go rescue our guests for Côte d'Ivoire. may they not do prostitution, ashawo or losho for there anymore and all that, blah, blah, blah. This greatest surprise we will see that be why losho were there among of them, they talk now, say, they swear for VDM, say, we don't send you what you they do. Now my money I take Cote d'Ivoire. Now my money I take do this one. Why you copy say you they fire us where you carry us go house? Eh, blah blah blah. Like my body, like my this. I say, Jesus. You know, come like say, now only me go hear this video because the video is currently circulating. But I would like you guys to watch this quickly, sharply.
Since man now they run, oh, I don't run tire, I don't leg. I don't run tire, I don't break leg. Not be say I no climb when I commit. Now go dey pursue person, people, children. Number one, our money we take on Cote d'Ivoire. Now our money we take cross border. Country good, we go come out the cross border. Una no go set to a country where me be like another country. Yes, on the norms, African country where we dey Cote d'Ivoire, not India mo. But the small ones so see for high pass naira. We value them. Now make even many of our Igbo man them. Then they leave Nigeria, come here, they invest on business. They sell Nigeria provisions. They sell clothes, they sell things because they know the value of CFA. Me na hairstylist, I can't look for Nigeria how many times they get anything. Yeah, never see they get 10,000 CFA a day. It don't become 20,000 for me naira. Okay, now you want to come up for person man. Video na beg na. Leave us alone now. We when they Cote d'Ivoire beg. We don't retire.
You see this life, this life not really balanced. So some people they cry, say they want to come back to Nigeria. Why some people they tell very dark man beg make you leave them for there. This life not really balanced.
Everybody around the area scatter. Many of us don't work monthly salary for Nigeria. They know they pay us salary. Some oga don't force they say for us. All in the name of we are trying to survive. No way. We can finally come up for the expired country called Nigeria. Enter another country now. Start managing life. No one knows how we survive. That wasn't enough. Fine. If you say let them deport girls, I know they are against Tammo. But what you be say, they go see there for road, they go carry you. They go see for market, they go carry you. Go push, go shit, they go carry you. Everybody around the area scatter. If not only a shower, you say me they catch, me they go get to go, they catch only a shower they when they also. Why person go see their private house, they go they carry people. You go peace, they go carry you. I don't understand. If I still think about this, in our money we take cross border, not be person money. The Nigeria not see who they feed us. Good job, not the Nigeria. Una not see president on face, una not see this on feet. Now girls when come up for Nigeria, now we be on a problem. What did the apple self? I don't say yes after seeing this video. Neither you declare me wanted or you track me or you take me to prison. I don't care. But before I go down, I will still tell you the truth. Which can they tell everybody around the area scatter sense? Even who know where it makes sense. Deporting them is not my problem. Or deporting girls when they also don't know concern me. But me when I still let people know they also they in peace. Everybody they run the area scatter. Say any living thing called Nigeria, let them deport them. Even people in the private house now, we are sleeping with half eye. And fear don't even let you sleep. That wasn't enough. Okay, you want the poor person now. Okay, now say you want my person go. You don't go tell girls how far. If na motor we put for girls, who go come back? They will come back. This one you don't put motor. Okay, imagine now, person get store. Don't do small investment for you now. You can't go market. They go you for market. Deport you. They go where? See they do move video on top. I been teaching everybody they own and they do runs. They'll go on you now. Deport you go. All your things when you buy can't die for this country. All your investments can't die. VDM, make I ask you, if you come back to Nigeria, which work you get for the youth? Which work do you have for us with girls? Tomorrow and I go say rapists, the thief, the kidnappers. Why not go there? Why not go they keep people children for expired country? No, why they not go do them? This thing is not fair. For crying out loud, it's not fair. What is all this now? Passenger they still find small money. They run area scatter. Say why even they do as since morning I say they run baba. Why I not feel complete as this morning? Now investigation now okay. Person not feel rest. Mona they calm down now. If I still look this matter, I repeat I'm making our money will take cross border. If you want to change law for people, guess when they also change it for them, but let them leave those in private house alone. Obviously, every living to where you see for road, as long as in Nigeria, may you carry on. I want kill us. Now that's we take a feed. If I check last time before I left Nigeria, my own blood brother, he died from my aunt Koro. No money to rush and go hospital. Who helped me? the dirty country now that don't face a lot. How many I want talk? I come out from Nigeria now. They not still let me rest with my own money. This does not make sense of it here. See, I like the action you are taking for Nigeria, so I love everything you are doing. No, that one there, I'm not against you, but please, even if you even want to deport people, can we just come back with our things? Okay, I'll come buy expensive wares, expensive things finish. I'll come leave them. Investment sales, store where they work, meet where they play. I'll come leave them. They can come deport me for me. I not do anything. I thief. And everybody when the African country they do runs. The Nigeria, they know the guests know they do runs for Nigeria. I mean, I don't hold. Now, I never set the expired country. Now, guess what? Come out for country, be a problem. What is it? Nigerians, what is going on? I be poor man picking no they talk, miss I know talk. Neither you will come for me, that is the fact. And I don't care for your president to go meet him. Neither now will come for me. Now prison I will put me, I know kill. Even though I still there, God knows I spoke nothing but the truth. Where is all this now? Where are human being? You not feel your carry yourself on Côte d'Ivoire. Pour the August for moto. Everybody go carry it. Is it not better? Okay, maybe they live with it that way. You get where they buy clothes for Nigeria. Is there anyone you are feeding? I below the August come out to Nigeria. How many people are you capable to take care of? Do you know how we suffer to take care of our families? Me, I'm not number my mom give birth. I'm the only time my family close. Do you know how we survive? Before me drop out for school, do you know how far? Do you know the pain of it today? Now I want to deport girls. Deport them now come back Nigeria. Man, make I say, shall be all of us there alive? I go say the work when I will go give girls for Nigeria. Tomorrow I go say rapist day, this one day here, criminal day here, and then they cause them. The ones who manage come on, I'll pack they come back. Work on the frustration one keep person. Come here, I'm not gonna feed the man they kill my family. You go say make I see your also my liver. How far? If not to off you collect, or I go off you collect, and you don't whine me. I don't understand. What if you now? Poor man picking all the top, poor man picking all the top. Does that mean say we don't know our rights? What if you now? When I not gonna leave guys when they go to alone. What if you now? When I get money, we not go breathe, we not get right. Now they fly, they enter anywhere when I get. But you go track me, that is it. That is the only thing when you go do. You go track me, that is it. But I go still talk my mind. I go talk am. If they fear to talk me personally, I go talk am. I go talk am out. Everybody when travel come out, now they do runs. Now no go let girls breathe. Everything Nigeria girls. This one Nigeria girls. This one Nigeria girls.
Hey, it's not easy. We don't do video for this particular video. You know, it's currently my guys are uploading it. Now go see her shortly. See her, man. Hey, this one say VDM, mind your business. Although some of the things we should talk, I see truth for his side. If we have to be honest, some of the things we should talk truth today. But I don't know what you go think about them. You know, say you get the way this country, Nigeria, take Bala blue right now at this particular moment. But I don't know what you guys would think about this. Maybe when you watch my video later, you will understand much better. But let's listen to this last video that I have for you guys today quickly.
Imagine the unfortunate speaker, unfortunate legislative arms we have in Nigeria. This is the same man that last time that brought a controversial bill about Nigerians. Anyone that refused to recite the national anthem will go to jail. This is the same man today. This is the only bill you can sponsor because you go there to share billions of nairas. You don't even know the reason why you are sitting there as a legislature. You don't know. That is why you can just wake up to say Nigeria, people that refuse to come out to vote should spend 6 months in prison. That is all you could think. But you know the main problem, you refuse to address those issues. Did Nigeria told you that they don't feel like voting? But you know the problem. Oga, the only thing you can do there as a National Assembly, if you can make electronic voting, pass it in law, compulsory electronic voting, Make it. That is the law we are looking for. The burden of to prove who win election. Pass this law to be on INEC, so that when you people rig election and you find yourself in office, INEC to come and prove to Nigeria how you won the election. Those are the electoral reform we are talking about. Or you think this is Venezuela? Even Venezuela, where those laws operate, they have even retracted them. You want to bring those kind of things in Nigeria when you know the problem. How can people come out to vote when after the voting, INEC come to tell Nigerians that their result will be in real time, everything will be through the beavers? At the end, he went to declare someone winner, 4 a.m. while Nigeria are sleeping. All those things he promised Nigeria, he bypassed them. So those are the places you need to strengthen the law. Make the electronic voting, want to see our result in real time, and anything that did not pass through the IRF is not recognized. Those are the laws you should sit down there and be making for Nigeria. If you make those laws for Nigerians, we will be proud of you. How can you go and be bringing an irrelevant because you don't have a work you are doing there? The positive bill you are supposed to pass for Nigerians to enjoy, you fail to do them. Strengthen this one, electoral reform. Make it. Then jail yourself the politicians who will come to buy vote. Those are the law you will make. Do those laws for Nigerians. You should go to jail when you rig election. When you compromise the system, you should be in jail. Those are laws you will pass. And see how you can make it, strengthen it. The enforcement is what we need in the electoral process. Where voters will not be intimidated at the polling unit. Any talks that is there, any political parties that will find guilty on those process doing manipulating, they should be in prison. Those are the reform we want you to do. Not the one you are coming out with. Irrelevant laws. Nigeria told you that they are the problem. Every time you want to sponsor any bill, it's always a controversial one. You pass a national anthem bill for President Tinubu, the next thing you come up with, because Nigeria criticized the process and are not happy with the changes, the next thing you come out with is a bill to penalize any Nigerians who refuse to recite the Nigerian national anthem. Today now you are coming out with a mandatory voting for Nigeria. Anyone that refuses to come out to vote to spend 6 months in prison. When you know the real problem of Nigeria is not to come out to vote, is that you write result before the election. How can I go to the polling unit to waste my time when I know that my vote doesn't count? I want my vote to count. So address those issues first. You don't need to force people. Make the process transparent. Enforce those laws. Reinforce them if those laws are in place. Put measures. Why are they weak? Put measures in place that could reinforce those laws. And Nigerians will come out and vote. When I know that if I vote, my vote will count. Why won't people come out to vote? They will come out to vote. You don't need to pressurize people or push people. They will come out to vote. The INEC registration that you said is ongoing, but INEC is not doing that. Now you will wait now. You will now gather people for 3 years, for 4 years, will now begin to come. If you are doing it yearly something, every year, as soon as you get to 18 years, you go online and just do your voter registration. They will send it to your home address. It's not something you now gather people. People will start begin to rush. Then after they finish, people will not see their PVC. Everywhere will be jam-packed. Because this is what you people do. Just a pretense, not that you are serious about anything. Okay, you people should look for what to do.
All right, guys. I appreciate every one of you. That's all I have for you guys today. I'd like us to start talking. I don't know if anybody want to call into this show this particular time. If not, I only have only one panelist, and I'll just take it from there. A link was posted out earlier on, and I'm not reposting anymore. In case anybody want to join in, scroll back click on that link, come in, put a voice to this. I have Stay Humble with us today. Stay Humble, it's good to have you on the show. This your appearance today means a lot to me because you are the only person on the panel. So at least put your voice to this. Good evening to you, my brother. Talk to us. Okay, somebody's already calling in. Stay humble. Let me come back to you. Let me quickly take this call sharply from. Okay, Black Panther is on the phone. Okay, my brother, Black Panther, talk to us. Good evening to you. Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. I beg talk to us.
I say hello to everybody. Happy weekend.
Thank you.
You're going to even that Alabo. You can listen to your deposition.
Who be that?
When you talk now, Alabo.
Okay, Alabo.
If you only become beg Nigerian government, they don't tell like the girl talks in Nigeria don't expire. You know they see which they get the talk. That girl when you talk now, and I talk the truth. But the people when they go school don't want to hear. What that girl said now, she might have got misinformation of what VDN did. I'm very sure. If she listened to VDN and get the information of what VDN did, he will apologize. He will apologize. So I still stand on my ground that she got the wrong information. But there's one thing I want to say here. You must play. I beg you. It's as if SCN, Olisa Bakuba, was listening to me while I was in Nigeria was speaking. He said everything he said was verbatim 75%. Go and play the interview of SCN Olisa Bakuba with Arise Television. Go and search for it and see what he said when they were interviewed. Three Arise people interviewed him, and he said it point blank, and he was angry saying it. Whether you like it or not, he was saying it. So I want you to do us a favor, research on it. If you don't get it, I will get it and send to you. Thank you.
Anyway, my brother, I appreciate you, Black Panther. Thank you very much for coming in to put your voice to this. Thank you. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. Let me come to my brother on the panel. Stay humble. Please talk to us.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening, and really appreciate the opportunity you afford us to air our views here. Yeah, a number of things mentioned before I joined. The VDM case, right? And then this case of the factional NANS president who is still in detention. Quite unfortunate. These people that call themselves leaders, who I call rulers anyway, who have imposed themselves on us. They do everything. They try to factionalize every institution, every organization. They just kill of the spirit of people. And yeah, this has been their tactics, really. Someone like Bola Tinubu, the major tactics have been tribalism, thuggery, buying off people with money. So when I heard that the NANS president, that he apologized to Seyi Tinubu, yeah, I knew something was really fishy, because this is the usual script. We saw the case of the boy that was beaten, almost to stupor by the House of Reps member. That was sometime last year, and before we could say Jack, we heard that the boy had apologized to the to the House of Reps member. Yeah, so I don't know how far they will go with this lawsuit, really. 38.3 billion is really laughable. I don't know whether the courts will even listen to this case, because they are all beholden to Bola Tinubu. I don't know any court in Nigeria that will convict Seyi Tinubu at this moment. It's possible, really, but it's not realistic at this time. Wherever he is, whatever he's going through, I just wish him, luck, and I pray he comes out of this trial, without any scratch really. Regarding the issue of EDM, yeah, the Cote d'Ivoire girls, yeah, I could understand where the girl is coming from, because what happens in Africa is, once these things are triggered, once there's this, this hula baloo about something, the law enforcement agents will just go out and, start picking people, randomly, whether you are, doing legitimate business or not. It happens everywhere. And usually Nigerians are, the target. But that would not obviate the fact that, what VDM did was also for the good of people who are being trafficked. Yeah, people who are doing, let's say, legitimate business in Cote d'Ivoire may be affected as well. But don't, we have to also give it to VDM for, and some other players in this whole situation, this whole repatriation of Nigerians who were trafficked in um, the Ivory Coast. One thing with the Nigerian media is that, it looks like there is someone somewhere that is paying the piper, so they dictate the tune. The other time that they rumored that Julius Abure had been recognized by a neck, the way most of the major media outfits in Nigeria carry the same headline, you will know that these people are just working for someone. And then when you even want to contribute, you join the Afora, and then you want to contribute something. Once you are talking about something that is germane, you are talking about the major issues, they will cut you short, And I was speaking about what happened with the JAMB situation in Nigeria in one forum. And once I started speaking about the major issues, the major problems of JAMB, say, oh, no, just round off. They would want to continue, just dancing around the issues about the JAMB registrar crying about this or that, without even talking about the major issues like that. The JAMB curriculum itself is outdated. 90% of what these students even write, these questions that are answered, I mean, as they are totally anachronistic. Okay, like you can't compete with your counterparts in, let's say, South Asia, with this JAM curriculum. No, not possible at all. So, and then when you register for an exam, you pay for an exam, it is your right to know how you prepare for that exam. They should supply you with all the information that you need to prepare for the exam, and you should know the modalities of the exam, the marking scheme, and the rest of them. It should be clear to you that if you get this question right, this is the score that you will get, and you should have the right to even appeal. So that's how exam is. And unfortunately, so many people in Nigeria don't even know these things. Even people that you think should know, they don't even know. They just walking about blindly, deceiving and being deceived. So what if you tell someone, that you should know that if you answer this particular question correctly, this is the score. They say no. Let's ask. Yeah, there is an external exam, that you should not know. You should not be in the dark as to how they grade people, So they do whatever they like and bring out whatever scores they like, and people, are just there. They can't speak up. The Nigerians, that are based back in Nigeria, and the Nigerians in diaspora, they are different really, because they are so timid that this oppression and suppression. They can't even talk, right? So I don't know what's going on really. But yeah, beyond all the melodrama and weeping and crying and rescheduling of the exam, we need to look into some of the key issues. Yeah, just like we look into some of the things that are happening over here in depth. Yeah, that's my contribution really. No.
All right. Thank you very much. Stay humble. God bless you. You see, the situation of our country is terrible. The beautiful thing about it is that you see this your submission, our daily submission here, and other concise Nigerians that have a platform is what is putting these people under pressure, at least to do 1% of the things that we are calling them all out for. Unfortunately, like for example, now the next president that we are talking about, nothing is going to happen. And I will agree with you that they are going to push that case one side. Who is going to agree to pay him 38.3 billion naira for assault by who? I don't know. So except they want to shock us, they want to surprise us. Yeah, if not that, I will agree with you that that case is going nowhere because all of them are the same people. They are the same, so they don't prioritize the common man when it comes to this kind of plight. They prioritize the satanic elite because the same satanic elite put smiles on their face through brown envelope. So I don't know. As for the young girl, who called out VDM, joke apart, I understand our pain because if you check it, some of the girls that is in Nigeria today that have not left the country, many of them are they are living in penury. Some of them cannot feed themselves. The suffering is amounting every day. In fact, some of them are losing their lives. So if she believes that Cote d'Ivoire is better for her, let her be there. If VDM are collaborating with anybody, for example, Air Peace, to bring anybody back home from Cote d'Ivoire, that it should be voluntarily. Ask people, do you want to come home voluntarily? Because sometimes, even the people that you are trying to stop not to use their body for Oloshoism, trust me, the Olosho that we have in Nigeria is even more than the one outside Nigeria, to be honest. Yeah, the rate our girls right now have taken the business like the most profitable business. It's just like the boys taking Yahooism as the most profitable engagement now. So it's crazy. If the government refuse to fix the country appropriately, many things that we are trying to fix by ourselves will not work. Let's be honest to ourselves. It will be difficult for it to work because the government don't care. Normally, the government have to take the step and we all will follow. But they are not doing that. So how is this country going to become better? A lot is currently happening right now in Nigeria. It's really, really crazy. For example, now police brutality is currently going on in my state, Edo State. I uploaded the video earlier on today. I'd like to quickly recapitulate to it and see what is happening in Edo State and the cry of Edolites. One Edo State, I felt don't do series of videos concerning the insecurity, the police brutality, the courtesan, and the kidnapping, wahala, and all of them together happening in my state, Edo State. What is currently trending right now in Edo State is the police brutality. I don't know what they are trying to do or how they are trying to push this Edolite to the wall to reciprocate. Yes, it's getting there. Yes, it's getting there because we continue to brutalize people. Obviously, they would like to fight back. Yes, the police brutality has been going on now for a while, and a lot of them are crying. The boys can't even come out of the house anymore. Some satanic set of police officers are taking advantage of the youth in those states right now to extort money from them for their own personal interest. I'd like us to take all these videos together, then I'll come back to you guys.
Police here go Sambisa. Police here go Sambisa. If Edo State don't tire una make una go Sambisa. If Edo State don't tire una make una go Sambisa. A very quick one. This is a message to Edo State Governor, the Inspector General of Police, to the Commissioner of Police, Edo State. This message now for una. We the Edo youth in one voice. They say we give una 48 hours. When I call all the policemen to order, yes, enough of this police brutality in Edo State, enough of this police harassment in Edo State. It don't too much. I know that if I see courts, I not go know. If I see what they do courts, I not go know. You don't feel find all the courts, made there, they see them, they see them, they part of them. Now we Edo youths now when they harass, enough is enough. We they give una 48 hours. When I call una men to order, if we not call una men to order in 48 hours, we Edo youths go retaliate. NSAS volume 2 will happen again. And if Edo State start and the whole of Nigeria will shake. Yes. With the Edo youths, all they tell una now, 48 hours now they give una Inspector General of Police, Commissioner of Police, Governor of Edo State. Would any of them when they watch this video, want to share this video till they see them? Because we Edo youths, the thing not to be pain us somebody. Enough is enough.
Governor Bego, you talk Puto. This one not too much. The way Bini be like this now, if you come back from state CID, Meso 5 pick you for road. Yes, now it don't tough now for Binu. If you just come home for stay CID, go settle one problem. And see they go as Zo 5 go pick you. Bini, Governor Beg talk put to me not go understand though. That one they pay me pass. The way they pay me now. Okay, you can say one still day house. EFCC they do their own, they follow road. Oh boy. All those country home side, they don't finish boys on that side. Boys don't come out for Binu. It can't be like say even the leaders of the tomorrow, not everyone want me to see tomorrow. Eh? Yes, they do their own. They just go there around 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. They just go pack boys for different places for Benin. If you pack all these boys finish, after you don't sweep their account, seize their property finish. If that boy come back, what if you say 1B? Okay, you can't talk pastor. When I think this thing well, boys don't run finish, come on for Benin. Don't we manage, they hide their head. We hear for they see they hide their head. When I still go out there around 4 a.m., go pack them. I beg you. Ah, wow.
We went to the office of the Commissioner of Police to go complain to them, say, our youth, police, they steadily they brutalize them, they manhandle them to the extent they want kill nightlife for Benin. Club now, not the full again. Even our show, we will be comedian, and there we take the chop. We will be MCs, that man. Now this show, biz activities, take the chop. People not agree come out again. Because if you come out, police must extort you. Though is aware of some that is going on, but some of them is not aware of. We also are blessing with the information. You know, understand? He's aware of many and he's handling them. Okay, ma shock nana. You know some squad where you big bear squad, all those one when not agree wear uniforms, some of the way get BSS, they use AK-47, they threaten boys. Now ma shock you. This new commissioner of police, he don't arrest many. So they Abuja as we speak. So what are we trying to say? Commissioner of police is not in support of what those guys are doing. Number one. Then number two. I beg I see they watch this video, I beg share them. If you are watching this video, please share this video because it's a vital information I want to bring to the notice of all those sons and daughters. Now, all those that are not in those states that are crossing those states. You know, the trouble like the police will see stop una harass una. Please share this video so that everybody will be aware. Anywhere they for harass you for Benin innocently, not be una way be criminal. I don't say even this video now. Better innocent people they watch out, some criminals see they watch out. If you are a criminal, they manhandle you. Then you call they beg, may they free you to go. You use money, bribe some of them, may they let you go. Oga, they not collect your money because now you be criminal. Commissioner of police now don't even make us know. Now say this roadblock way full everywhere for those states. Now be illegal. Now he set them up. Yes, they want combat insecurity because the level of kidnapping we surrounded those states are too much, and the level of courtism too much. Because to be very honest, waiting that they fight now this insecurity, this kidnapping, and courtism. But some of the officers can't use as an avenue to they extort boys. All the name of Yahoo. Because according to Commissioner of Police today, say in fight for now, no be even Yahoo boys. You know this time, you'll be like the major battle now in comfort, which is courtism and kidnapping. So those checkpoints they set up, no be by mistake, now he set them up. But he not set them up, maybe the reason they extort people or dehumanize people. So if you know anybody who dehumanize you or extort you, go to the nearest police station way near that place. You know understand? Because every roadblock in this Benin, according to this commissioner of police today, the way they advise us, every roadblock, Police station where they around there, any police where they control that area, they are where see the mat roadblock there. Ma, you give you that information now. So any roadblock where they mat, they can't catch you now illegally. Carry na go corner, go withdraw money from an account. No checkpoint is illegal. It is either they are conniving with the DPO around that area to extort people, or the DPO around there, they are not aware that these people, they are extorting you. So if you know that they have extorted you, go to police PRO, go and report.
Inspector General of Police, Egbetokun, call your boys that you left in Edo State, your police boys where you live for Edo State, go and call them. Enough is enough. All those things where they do for Edo State is enough. If they want to flex muscle, make sure they go Borno State. They are killing people in Borno State. They find people for Play2. They find people for Enugu. Pack all of them, go there. My phone don't full for police brutality. Police do this, police do that, police do that, police do that. I am tired of posting. There's insecurity in the country. That is your work. Your work is not to be looking for youth and be telling them, if you don't call them Yahoo boy, they will call them cultists. In the name of everything when I define. Now money, go to the forest. Go and sort insecurities that you have in this country. What is you people's problem? The cause now.
Good morning, Nigerians. What the police authority have done to Edo youth as of today is a pure violation of their rights. It's pure violation of Chapter 4 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended in 1999. Pure violation of Administration of Criminal Justice, Chapter 3 to 8, 15 and 17, and a pure violation of the VAMP law. The Commissioner of Police Edo State must explain to Edo people how they arrived on their decision. Although I take exception to any forms of criminality, but the police is created by law and they must act within the confines of the law. I also use this opportunity to call on the Speaker, Edo State of Assembly, the Honorable Speaker, all the various representatives within Edo State House of Assemblies, the House of Rep member, the senators representing the 3 senatorial districts in Edo State, to protect the interests of their people, because their constitutional responsibility, they own the people. They should ask the police authority what modalities do they put in place. As of today, like I said before, they have destroyed our youth externally. Edo youth of today, many of them in the future will not be able to contest for an election. They will not be able to do things that are meaningful to their life. And this one calls for concern. Me, I will not respect any individual that oppresses my people. I will not make friends with them. I see them as my potential enemy. As far as I'm concerned, Nigerians are the one punishing Nigerians as of today. We keep on complaining of the Caucasian ideology, what they have done to us, what the colonial master have done to us. But today, is the black man that is dealing with black man. Nigerians are the one dealing with Nigerians. The most annoying thing is that the poor in this country are the most wicked. The elites know how to reconcile themselves. The poor who have little leverage above the other poor persons of the same class sees itself as God. And that also brings me to the ideology that funds the Nigerian police force. The ideology behind it was based on brutality to suppress those who were agitating for independence. And that ideology is what we are still suffering today. When we had our independence, that ideology was not changed. Till today, those who had the opportunity to serve in that force sees themselves as the overlord over Nigerians. And that is unacceptable. Today, Nigeria of today is different from Nigeria of 20 years ago. Nobody can shut our voice. If you look at me, I don't know fear. Fear is an illusion. It's created as an illusion, does not exist. Me, if you look at me, I'm not like those who is afraid of going to prison. I'm not afraid of it. But my priority is to liberate my people. The police cannot begin to oppress the youth. Sees every youth as a criminal. And there's a build-up now. By the time they have tomorrow, they will be saying they are criminal, they are outlaws, they are street urchins. Because there's always a reaction to an action. And when the build-up will start today, the government will not be able to control it too. That's the truth of the matter. We should look at the root cause of issues. The police should go after criminals rather than turning this law to money-making ventures. Last time I talked about Edo State Police Command is a revenue base. Nobody seems to believe me. But today, Edo State Police are now merchants because the boys, our youth, do not know their right from their left. And they take advantage of that and be dealing with them. Even when the Inspector General of Police gave a tall order that he does not want to see POS within the command, various commands, there is still POS around the various commands in Edo State. The police, as of today, has become an oppressive organ of government, and that is unacceptable to us. We must collectively reform the police. There's this young daughter, a copper. This copper has a prospect as a future daughter who has graduated, is still serving in Edo State. This thing happened around Abudu. The men of the Nigerian police force stopped him and opened his phone. That was against section 37 of the Constitution. They break into his privacy and they saw his fine card that he snapped. They said he's a Yahoo boy. They forced him to an ATM machine and removed his money. They left the man stranded. If I, Amosa, still with a gun, is armed robbery, how come a policeman will collect money for pay and such police officer is not charged for a kidnapping? That is abduction. That is purely against the anti-courtesy law and the vamp law. And such policemen ought to be tried, putting into the CP Edo State. All the police, if you are not involved in this criminal act against Edo people, against this violation of our laws, all the police who refuses to carry out investigation must be tried for their offense. And we are going to take it up. It's not going to be business as usual in Edo State. We will resist any attempt, any organs of government that want to oppress our people. My name is Lefty Samuel Saginowaya. Thank you for listening.
To be honest, this is crazy. It is crazy. If the federal government are not doing anything about it at this particular time, then you are leaving the youth. I don't like youth with no choice. What do I know? This is Nigeria Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about the things that are affecting you and I. Take care, guys, and bye for now. Okie dokie. That is the current situation of my state, Edo State, of police brutality. On a year away, one of the talking for this say, now the NSAS, second NSAS, now what happened so? Maybe because at the end of the day, if now second NSAS that is loading, at the end of the day, you push the people to the wall. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us today. I'd like to appreciate those of you that super chatted us today. Peggy Body, thank you very much, ma. I really do appreciate you. Always thanks for your support and your encouragement. Julius Anthony, thank you very much. I appreciate you. God bless you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Black Panther, you just coming in. Quickly talk to us because I'm rounding up now. Just unmute yourself and talk to us sharply. Thank you. Black Panther.
Nigeria Watch. Yes, thank you. I'm in the store, so we did noise a little bit. So I want to say here, thank you very much. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mom in Diaspora. May God bless everyone of us. May God bless all the speaker that just spoke. Stay humble. Thank you very much, and I thank all the activists that have been speaking tough. I want to pay my respect to the SAN, Olisa Bakuba. I want to thank him specially for really looking into the Nigerian problem. Like I said to everyone, this republic has ended. What we are having is just a makeshift. And when that makeshift continue, we'll continue to see and experience the uprising, and it will come to a stage where people will revoke. And when people revoke, there's one special thing I want to say here. If Nigeria revoke, it will be very difficult to pull them back. I repeat, it will be very difficult to pull them back when they finally revoke, because it's going to be an accumulation of anger, accumulation of hate, accumulation of a lot of things, mental torture, everything will come together, and we'll see them go gaga. Because a revolution of that magnitude starts with when a government refuses to dialogue, when a government refuses to speak to the people, rather they impose the imperialist tendency, the imperialist manipulation on the people. Like I said, this is total imperialist movement that is happening all over Africa, and it has been there for so long, and even the youth don't even know what we mean by, a lot of them don't even know what we mean by imperialism. So a lot of them just sit down, they think you are talking something from the moon, or maybe you are trying to divert their attention towards something else. That is why sometimes when I say, if 10 of us is seated here, we're going to take that statistics one day. I know, let nobody run far. We're going to take statistics, which among us read history while in school. We're going to take it in secondary school. We're going to take that statistics, and we'll see. It's not to chastise them, but to tell our people the reason why we don't know where we are coming from and why we don't know where we are going to. We are trying to tell where we are going to. That is an imperial tendency that is pushing us down, because the host of the imperialists are the Nigerian politicians. It has been there for long, and we have said it, that Nigeria was a corporation named by the girlfriend of Lord Lugard. People still find it difficult to believe that, and that is why we are in this position. And to what is happening in Edo State, I would like to say it is a mop-up. What the Commissioner of Police is doing is a mop-up of the group that are terrorizing the state. They are among us. But what is happening as a result of the corruption that has eaten deep into the Nigerian police force, the corruption that has eaten deep into the government that refused to look into the welfare of the Nigerian police. If a police officer is paid 70,000, its stipends cannot even buy a bag of rice. How do you want that man to survive? I'm not defending them, but I'm trying to trace the genesis of what we are having, the problem we are having. The Nigerian politician knows that they need the police to be corrupt so that they will be able to perform the imperialist tendency, the imperialist document they have against an average Nigerians. That is what they are doing. Well, I wish Mr. Najawa got the extract from the SAN that spoke today. He said one thing. He said democracy is corruption. Democracy cannot work here because our tradition, our ethics, our way of living is not inscribed in it. It's a foreign thing. We have exercised it. We have practiced it for more than how many decades? It's not working. Still, we are not ready. Neither are we eager to come to the round table because Nigeria has expired. That was why I defended that lady. What she was saying, the core of what she was saying, the only way where I found her derailing is because she lacked information. Lack of wisdom make my people perish. She lacked information about VDM. That's the only way she got it wrong. But other things that she have said is as a result of frustration that makes a lot of them go. We are not putting children abuse, child trafficking into it, but we are looking at those people that went there voluntarily by themselves due to the negligence, due to the oppressive nature of their government. they went out doing legitimate things in their country they found themselves in. They knew that that country is not the best, but the currency is even far more bigger than our own. That was why they decided to stay there to make a living. Look, we are created. When we are created, if we find any place difficult, we are expected as a human being to migrate. That is it. Businesses migrate all over the world. Why is businesses migrating? Because they want to find a soft spot. Why is it that when humans migrate, you need to check them? And they come again, they tell us the larger your population, the better your economy. Because human capital development come into play a role. Human being is a resources on its own. When the capitalist comes into it, human being is their source of income. So what we are trying to do, what I'm trying to say is that the Edo place is what is happening in Edo State is a mop-up. It happens in all the countries. But the only thing that is attached to the kind of mop-up they are doing is because our police are not well. I said it one day when I was making a report on Nigerian police. They are not trained. If you ask them now, when last did you go for your briefing, training? Some of them will say 10 years ago. They are not trained as a modern day police officer. They are trained as a colonial police officers. That is why they still retain the name force. This thing I'm saying now, most of the young youth, they don't know about it. But when we say it, they revoke against us because lack of understanding make their mental capacity perish. Let me take your mind back to when Anini was ravaging the entire Edo State. This same thing that that the Nigerian police are doing now, they did it in a very civil way, whereby our people, I was in Edo State then, we were doing a self-vigilante. We rotated every building, every youth in every building. We do the rotation. You will come out today for guiding the street. The next day, another set of group will come out, will guide the street. We give information to police when we see any other thing coming into the society. That was what we were doing. But what is happening here is that the police has lost contact with the communities because the mop up is very important. Now, let me shock your mind. In every home in Edo State, there is an average of having one cultist or a friend to a cultist in every home in Edo State. There is an average of one person knowing a cultist or in their family one cultist is existing. And they have the protection of their family. That is what is happening in this state. What I'm saying now is not the new news. What I'm saying now, they might come after me and say I'm saying lie, but it is truth. And what the tools that the police use all over the world is what we call mop up. They mop, but because we don't have the national identity policy that will make us have a national database, that is where we are having big problem. I said it here too, having a national ID card and database. I said it here too. That is where we have problem. If we had that, it would have been much more easier for the police to do the mop up in a civil way. So that is the problem we are having. Sorry for this. That is the problem we are having. So none of them is talking about kidnapping. None of them is talking about courtesan, which they will bring somebody's child out and buy him. But then they were saying, oh, we need security, we need security. No, everybody is saying, oh, our right of the youth, our right of the youth. They are not trying to be fair in their argument. We know the police is doing it wrongly. We know they are doing it wrongly. But what about the cry we have been having? What about the death of our family, the death of our children, the death of our brothers, which were maimed down by cultists, which were maimed down by terrorists that are coming to our villages to mob and rape our mothers? What about that? What we should be doing is that police, we should force the police to have a community relationship so that we can fish out, have informant in every street so that they can fish out the cultists and the so-called people that are coming from different places. That is what we should be doing. Not to say they are taking your right. Look, if there's no police in Edo State, oh boy, look, they will take over everywhere and nothing you and I can do. Let us ease the fire on the police. Let us rather correct them and go against those that are highly corrupt, that are stopping our children and taking them. Not only the police, let us also talk against the oppressive nature of the EFCC. We need to balance our argument. Edo State need to balance our argument. Remember when Anini was coming? I always said when Anini was ravaging, when robbery was ravaging, you can't even come out 7 o'clock in Benin. I say 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you know, you come outside. If you don't remember it, if you are young now, if you are 20, let me remind you, go and ask your mother, your father. When Anini Saga was happening, they were coming in daylight. They will spray money, they will bring bunch of money, spray. People go rush, come catch it. I want people where they fight against armed robbery, they go spray them, they will come, they will go do their exercise. Police go come, everybody go block police, then go escape because our people were hungry. Poverty, they don't want to win. That was what was happening. And Anini was breeding armed robbers all over everywhere. People were thinking that armed robbery is another way of enriching themselves. Like what is happening now. Yahoo is the people have been psyched up. Their mothers, their fathers are even encouraging them. So let us say the truth when we see it. But I'm not standing on the side of the police 100%. Police have a blame. They've lost contact. And Nigerian people have not revisited that constitution, that laws that is guiding the police. We are still using the oppressive nature of the imperialists continually to police ourselves. That is the problem with us. Police need to do this, mop up. They need to mop up criminality in our environment, but they are not doing it well because corruption is the order of the day. Those even talking against the police now, if you give them 100,000 to shut up, they will shut up. That is the nature that is what we are now. We're in a deep mess in the entire country, not only at those states. We're in a deep mess. Okay, let's talk about the president's son. This is just one test for the president's son, and he has failed. Like I said it before, I said NANS is not easy to oppress. It's not easy. NANS is bigger than Agbado family. Even Agbado will not play his game like this. He will never play his game like what his son is doing. His son has failed, and it is quite clear that he cannot govern Lagos State. That is where I'm looking at. He has been tested, he has failed. How can you bully the people? Persuade them by bullying them to vote for your father. Is that the right way? Let's look at his father and let's look at his son. His son is a dumb head. We thought he was smart, but we never knew that he had a rotten ideology in his brain. Look at the way he talks. He talks like a king. An oppressive, imperialist nature, regalia is wearing it to oppress his own people. Painting his father like an angel to the people. That is the highest oppressive nature a man can put on. That is why I say the Nigerian enclave, the Nigerian Republic has ended. Whether you like it or not, I will want Nigeria, please search for that extract, search for that interview. It's very good for us to learn from it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother Black Panther, for coming in to put your voice to this. Thank you so much. I can see you are taking them through the memory lane during the time of them, Anini and many others and all that. So it don't take away all this hunger and all that have been going on in Nigeria, hoping that somehow someday it's going to get better. That would take rich where with this. So, and we in this time, we are still hopeful. Say one day go get better. That's all me and you all get old. All of us will just sit there and be hopeful, hopeful, hopeful. The time is running very, very fast.
Now so Nigeria watch you now so.
Yes, now. Also it be now. You don't know how many years we'll already talk for this platform, for example. That's what we heard they do and they go. Everybody will be getting old and the country will be getting worse. And it's very unfortunate. And where we find ourselves, maybe these people. We've come to the end of the broadcast. I don't know if Stay Humble still have anything to say quickly for 1 minute as I hit on the button to end the show. Okay, let's just move on. Thank you very much, Stay Humble, for coming into the panel. Black Panther, thank you for calling in and for coming to the panel as well. I'm very, very satisfied with you guys today. Sometimes with the Get Full panel, for not to get full panel, is a big, big relief for someone like me, I swear. Big, big relief because today, God, it be as it be. I know I experienced today again, another day.
Nigeria, you are a newcomer to Lagos. Welcome to Lagos.
Today,
that is our way of life.
Today do me, my brother. Today do me. But it's okay. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you so much for all that you do. Once again, Julius, Anthony, Peggy Modi, thank you very much for supporting the channel earlier on. And those of you on the panel, on the comment section, I made Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for always being there, for your prayer, support, encouragement. I'm always grateful and I love you so dear much. I appreciate you, Abu Azi. Thank you very much for all that you do. I'm always grateful. Thank you. May God bless you. Thank you, Madam Peggy Modi, once again. Thank you so much, Debzi, Madam Ame Bright. Thank you very much, man. Kingsley Ogerahi, Mike Akyombare, my brother, Victor, and Mr. Paul. We saw you, we see you, we catch you. Now God bless you, sir. Thank you very much, Best Max. Thank you. Patience, Agan Ruwa, Jordan Precious. Thank you, my good people. And God will bless you now. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Please allow us to end the show right now. Currently, we are promoting Bright Shimeze, legendly Bright Shimeze. Is one of the people that I have so much respect for. This is our icon, who left a very, very good memory for many of us. Although I not be Igbo man, but these are some of my icon legend that I can always say that Bright Shimeze is one of them in Nigeria music industry. So currently, for the next couple of weeks, you're going to hear this particular song of his where he do sing. So make we join up. This song means a lot. If they do bad, there's payment for it. If they do good, there's payment for it. If you don't listen to them well, you're not going to understand them. My people, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Now God bless you now. Take care. Good night and bye for now.
This is what we are living in. In this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. We're gonna do the work good. Nobody work good. Every walk gets paid. We're gonna do the work good. Nobody work good. I make a day fear my God. We're gonna do the work good. Nobody work good. I make a day fear my maker. We're gonna do the work good. Nobody work good. Whoever will come and go on song. Organize. paid. Every work gets paid. Whether not good work, nobody work. Every work gets paid. Whether not good work, nobody work. I make I fear my God. Whether not good work, nobody work. I make I fear my Maker. Whether not good work, nobody work. Everybody there in motion, moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every work gets paid. Every work gets paid. Whether not good work, nobody work. Every work gets paid. Whether not good work, nobody work. I make I fear my God. Whether not good work, nobody work. I make I fear my Maker. Whether not good work, nobody work. Whoever will come and go and sound, organize.